and welcome. In this video I'm going to do a continuation on the ideal I had about approaching tones and show you how you can take a simple concept or an ideal and make some really effective licks. And also when you're playing or backing up a singer, a lot of times you want to compliment them, not overpower or play things that are really kind of out in left field. So we're taking a very simple ideal like we did in the last video, which is basically kind of like a harmonized scale. And we did this last video. This is how we played part of that scale. Okay, then we did that with, I'll call it even a bar slur. And that's what we were calling an approaching tone. We were playing a fret below where the original lick was. Now in this video I'm going to show you a couple of ideals on that, building on that. Another one is simply using a different string grouping, and we'll get to that in a minute. The first one is simply using, instead of using a bar slide, we're going to do another thing to utilize the steel. And obviously it's totally different from any other instrument in that you have a bar that you can do these little slurs, but also you have pedals, and we can do a slur or a approaching tone with our pedals. Okay, and I'll go ahead and teach that. Like we did in the last video, the only groups strings we're using right now will be 3 and 5, and the only pedal that we're going to be using will be what I'm calling the A pedal, which is simply the pedal that is raising your 5th string a whole tone from B to C sharp open. Okay, and the basic positions of that lick were, if we're in the key of C, which is what we're playing out of, is at your 8th fret, that's C. You go back 2 frets, your 6th fret, and you go back to your 3rd fret. Okay, so when we play that, at the 8th we have no pedals, at the 6th we have no pedals, and at the 3rd we have A and B pedals down. Okay, now the fingering, I haven't been talking out because you can see that on the video how I'm doing that. So what we're going to do in this lesson, we're simply going to, when we play that, we're going to engage your A pedal and release it. So the A pedal was down, we picked 3 and 5. Go to your 6th fret, that was at the 8th. Go to your 6th fret, A pedal's down, release it. Then when you get to your 3rd fret, you pick 3 and 5. And we're going to do opposite here. The pedals are up, and then we're going to press A and B pedals. So 8th fret, 6th fret, you have the pedal already down. A pedal's down, then release after you play it. 6th fret, pedals down. 3rd fret, no pedals, then press A and B after you play it. Now we can call it an approaching tone or a slur. Okay, now if we wanted to combine the two lessons together, in the last lesson we did something like this. Okay, we can combine those two in any combination. And then that's how we start developing our own style and our own taste, what we like. Plus, we come up with a lot of new licks that way. Okay, the second part of that lesson, we're simply going to change from the group 3 and 5 to 5 and 6. Same concept. At the 8th fret, 5 and 6, no pedals. At the 6th fret, 5 and 6, no pedals. Then when we get to the 3rd fret, we have A and B pedals down. Okay, so if you remember from the first video, we simply did 1 fret below and then went in and then slid to the fret that we started the lick with. So in other words, we would go 7, 8, no pedals, 5, 6, no pedals, 2 to 3, but here we have A and B pedals down at the 2nd fret and leave them down to the 3rd. Okay, now in this lesson the same thing would apply with using the pedals as a slur. We could go 8th fret, 5 and 6, A pedal already down, then release. 6th fret, A pedal already down, then release. Then go to your 3rd fret, no pedals, then add A and B pedals. Okay, so now we could combine those two string groupings together and formulate a bunch of new licks. Okay, and I hope this will help you. And like I said, we're taking a very simple idea, which is basically kind of like playing a harmony scale. See, that's part of that scale. And then we could come up with our own licks and our own ideas. Okay, thanks again for watching, and as always, this is Aaron with Steel Picking, and I do appreciate you subscribing and watching our videos. Okay, thanks again.